say a few words to us tonight. Hi, my name is Tammy. I'm from Rainbow Families. I'm a little bit short. I'm from Rainbow Families, Queensland. My wife's at the back there. This is actually my first gay community protest. Because I'm usually looking after a 2.5-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Thank you!
But what brought me out tonight is when I saw that truck and they said not in the name of their children, and I wanted to come out and say they're not allowed to peddle their hate, not in the name of my children, and and we have a right to live our lives in peace and happiness without their hate. And we need more people interested in Rainbow Families Queensland, so look at the website, rainbowfamiliesqld.org. Thank you. Okay, alright, well, we've got a few more speakers, but before I introduce the next speaker, I think we're going to practice a few more chants so we're really prepared when these people actually show their faces. So, we've got one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, homophobia out the door, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop the lies, stop the hate!
1, 2, 3, 4, homophobia out the door, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop the lies, stop the hate!
1, 2, 3, 4,
homophobia out the door, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop the lies, stop the hate! 1, 2, 3, 4, homophobia out the door, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop the lies, stop the hate!
Said 1, 2, 3, 4,
homophobia out the door,
5, 6, 7, 8,
stop the lies, stop the hate!
pretty sure more people can hear us right now. I'm just going to introduce you to our next speaker, Chad St. James. Some people might know him. He's a frequenter of the rallies and an activist involved in the campaign. So thank you, Chad.
So, I'm 29 years old. I've lived here my entire life, and because I am gay, I am classed as a second-class citizen, according to a lot of people in this country, and it's about time that stops. We have Bob Catter, he says he wants to protect the family, yet he doesn't even talk to his own brother. We have Campbell Newman, who says he cares about same-sex marriage, yet his party wants to repeal civil unions. And then we have Peter Madden, who says he speaks the word of God, but all I hear is hate. Now I ask you, what families are these guys looking out for? They're definitely not looking out for our families, they're not looking out for you. It has to change. I have a nephew and a niece that I have given more love to them than their own heterosexual father has. But yet, because I'm gay, my love is inferior. This is not the 50s. We are not oppressed. It's about, well, we are oppressed. It's about time it changes. It's about time we make our voices heard. We have an election coming up. And I'm not saying who to vote for. But what I'm saying is you vote for equality, not religion. And I will say one further thing. I won't quote Gaga because the fact of the matter is this quote belongs to everyone here. We were born this way and we will not be discriminated.
Stop the truck! Not on my watch!
Well, on that note, I'm just going to reiterate a point that I think is so important. The fact that so many people are out here today is the testament of how far we've come, even just in a few short years. That so many people can come out who are brave enough, who have the courage to actually come out and stand against the worst of the worst, to come out to challenge these homophobes, to not be coward, to not be demoralised, but actually our first instinct is to fight, to stop them, to oppose them. And I think that's a testament to where the campaign is for equal rights in Australia today. We've achieved so much. We've seen rallies of tens of thousands of people all across Australia. We've seen more and more people join the cause. We've seen the majority of people now support equal equal rights. And that is a testament to everybody here tonight, people who have come along to the demonstrations, who have done their bit, who have not been shy or coward into speaking out, into taking a stand and challenging homophobia wherever it rears its ugly head. So I just want to reiterate, how important it is to get angry, to get organised, to keep fighting. We're so close, but we're not there yet. People who see a point in coming out and speaking out should get involved in Equal Love. Equal Love will be having a meeting this Wednesday at 6 o'clock in West End. If you want to come along, even if it's this is the first demonstration that you've come to, that you haven't been involved in anything before, you don't need any special skills, you don't need any degrees or anything like that to join the fight for equal rights. So I encourage those who are interested to find out more at the Equal Love store over here and get active, get organised, get involved. Because this fight will only be won if people like us do not stay silent, keep speaking out, keep drowning out the voices who are now a minority of hatred and bigotry, and keep speaking up for the equal rights of the people of Australia. Okay, our next speaker tonight is Kat Henderson. She's been involved in Equal Love and she's also the National Union of Students Queer Officer. And she's going to talk again about where we're at and why it's important to keep fighting. Hey guys, how you going? Can I cheer?
Where's the truck?
I love you too. Do you support gay rights? Do you support equality? Are you going to keep coming out and fighting for it? Good, because that is the only way we are going to win equality in Australia. We have to take a stand against the bigots like Peter Madden. We have to take a stand against the politicians like Bob Katter, like Campbell Newman, like Tony Abbott, like Julie Gillard, and we have to keep fighting. An LGBTI community in Sydney. Yeah, thanks for your horn. Good on you. It was in the 1970s that the LGBTI community in Sydney started the fight for gay rights in Australia when they took to the streets on what today is known as Mardi Gras. They started the proud tradition that you are all now a part of. The tradition in Australia for fighting for equality, for fighting for LGBTI liberation, and it's something we must continue to do because unfortunately today, in 2012, there are still several laws, several governments that discriminate against the LGBTI community. We still have a gay panic defence in Queensland. We still have unequal age
fight hate with hate. Get back here and make our voices heard. We do not need to lower ourselves down to them. Back here and make our voices heard.
Alright guys, I think we need to chant to those